Thanks for joining us. It's time now for our interview segment with NAU TV's Mitch Strohman.
Teresa, thank you very much. We're in Studio B on NAU Television Services, and we're talking with Abe Springer, who is professor and director of a fairly new program at NAU, the School of Earth Science and Environmental Sustainability. Abe, thank you for joining us on Inside NAU.
You're welcome.
What is this program? What is this school? Describe it for us.
Yeah, a couple years ago, we brought together our existing academic programs in geology, earth sciences, and environmental sciences and environmental studies under a new school. And since we've created the school, we've developed new graduate programs, one in climate science and solutions, and most recently, our new PhD in earth sciences and environmental sustainability.
Climate science and solutions, that's interesting to me. The current discussion globally about climate science, that is a big issue right now in the world. Do you see Northern Arizona University's program in that regard as being a contributor to helping to find answers to the many unanswered questions that are out there regarding climate science?
Absolutely, Mitch. The Climate Science and Solutions program is designed to train working professionals who can be part of solutions to climate problems we have out there today around managing carbon, mitigating carbon, and helping companies, corporations, and entities better manage their carbon.
Abe, new PhD program involved with this?
PhD is a different program.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so we created a new interdisciplinary PhD program under the school. The school is the host for the program, but we have wide buy-in and participation from 9 different academic units across campus who are participating in the program. The PhD has 3 emphasis areas. One in earth sciences, earth and planetary sciences, one in climate and landscape change, and one in engineering environmental solutions.
I'm curious, Abe, what, from your perspective, is the relevance of this discipline academically for students today?
Yeah, we felt and heard from employers and people out there in the world that there was a real need for having broadly trained interdisciplinary people who understand the basic science behind the problems facing the world today and who are capable of translating that science to decision makers, to the public, and others.
You know, you can't go a day practically in this day and age, Abe, where you're not hearing something in the news about global climate science. Whether you feel one way or the other about it, whether you have a leaning one way or the other, it's out there. The discussion, the debate, the analysis is out there. We see it in weather reports, we see it in newspapers, we see it on cable television. This is a growing, relevant topic and subject matter, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've based our program on the existing strengths of our colleagues on campus and with our off-campus partners and colleagues that we have in Flagstaff and around the region. So we partnered directly with the U.S. Geological Survey, who has a very large contingent of folks here in Flagstaff, with the National Park Service, Bureau of Land Management, Bureau of Reclamation, and a host of other folks.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, Abe, because I was going to ask you specifically, Northern Arizona University and where it's located here in the mountain town of Flagstaff, perhaps is uniquely positioned to be a leader in this area because of the existing scientific community that's here in Flagstaff. And you mentioned a couple of those entities and the relationship that NAU has with those exterior scientific agencies. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, Flagstaff on the southern edge of the Colorado Plateau is in the middle of a phenomenal living laboratory where we can understand the earth sciences. We have the folks of the U.S. Geological Survey who help us on the planetary scientists, and at Lowell and other partners. The ecologists across campus who help us look at the interactions between the earth systems and the ecological systems and how they're managed across our public lands and our state lands. And then looking at solutions, which is why we brought the engineers in. They can help us better design how humans interact with and function with those natural systems.
NAU is just as big a part of the science community in northern Arizona then as the United States Geological Survey, Lowell Observatory, the U.S. Naval Observatory, just to name a few.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're critical partners, and they bring lots of good resources and just really help us prepare better students for the future.
Abe, I'm curious, and I'm sure people that are watching right now on Inside NAU are equally as curious, if a prospective student, parent, even someone who's interested in the discipline in a general sense wants more information about the school, how do they get it?
Absolutely. Yeah, they can go through our school website or through the Graduate College at Northern Arizona University. We welcome visitors through the regular Graduate College Friday campus visits for graduate students, or more importantly, they're welcome to contact any of our faculty in the school or in all of our affiliated programs with it and find an area of interest that they'd like to pursue.
Abe Springer, thank you so much for sharing your school with everyone else out there on Inside NAU. Thank you for being with us.
You're welcome. Thanks, Mitch.
Still ahead, we'll meet some dyed-in-the-wool enthusiasts.